What's going on? It's Ash here coming at you today in Clash Royale. Today, I want to go over a Q&A that Supercell released today on the forums and on Reddit. I'll include the links if you're the type who would like to read along. Feel free to do so. It's in the description below. In the meanwhile, we'll watch some of the Bren Chong CWA tournament that's taking place right now in the background that I'm recording live. We'll follow One Hive Hunter for a while. He's a pro that I've been meaning to get on the channel for quite a while now. But anyway, let's jump into the Q&A here. You guys may have read this before. Even if you have, today it came out maybe about 4 hours from this recording. I'm gonna go ahead and give a take or two, a quick take on all of the questions just to add a little bit extra to the video. So because the answers are so long, I'm just gonna go ahead and flash up the questions on the screen for you guys, and then we'll get to the answers given by yours truly. So number one, will we see a new card rarity above legendary in future updates? Supercell says, we don't plan on adding new rarity at the moment. Anything is possible in the future, of course, but it feels quite unlikely right now. However, hero units is something we've talked about a few times and even tested a bit. But we're thinking about them unlocking in different ways to the normal card unlocks. If so, that would mean they'd probably be not a new type of card rarity in the normal sense. This is all hypothetical, of course. We aren't adding heroes anytime soon, if ever. So quick take on that, no new card rarities. That sounds like it'd be years off, if ever. In terms of the hero unit, the fact that they said they've even play tested a little bit does speak something to the gravity of their thought process or how far along they are in the process. So, you know, the fact that they've play tested and talked about it a bunch, the hero units, it means that, hey, maybe there is a shot. Definitely not a concrete thing. I mean, I've seen behind the scenes a lot of cards that they talked about adding into the game that I haven't seen, and that was a year ago. So not locked in stone, but interesting nonetheless. So question number two, what is your goal for legendary trophies or legend trophies? The answer, RIP. Glad you asked this. We're actually planning to stop giving out legend trophies after the next update arrives. Womp womp. Back to the quotation. The reason is we're currently working on the endgame, aka goals after 4K trophies, and legend trophies don't feel like a good fit for our new plan. We don't want to shoehorn them in because they already exist in the game. We're planning to leave them visible on your player profiles for the time being, but not indefinitely. When we do remove them entirely, not sure when, we'll probably give something back for your time and hard work earning them. Okay, so RIP Legend Trophies. We've been thinking for a long time, what are they going to do with these Legend Trophies? I mean, what's the use? And on one hand, I feel, you know, a bit dismayed the fact that they're going to take them all away. I mean, we worked hard to get these legend trophies, but on the other hand, huge kudos for them for realizing that what they have in the game right now, the legend trophies, they don't work for where they want to take the game in terms of high-level gameplay. So the fact that they recognize that that's not the vehicle they're going to use to give merit or award for high-level gameplay and achievements, I actually think that they deserve credit for that. I hope that they give us something good for the legend trophies. That'd be pretty cool. I don't know if it'd be cards or gems or chests, but it'd be cool to see something, or even whatever they put in place to be that new driving force to want to compete at the high end of the game, to give us some of that currency for our legend trophies makes a lot of sense. So I'm not as upset as, you know, one may think. When you think about it, they're going to give us something back, hopefully, and the fact that they're working on a new end game system, for me, that's encouraging in itself. So I'm actually okay with that answer personally. Question number three. Do you have any plans to move the clan chest from Monday to Wednesday to the weekend? Answer. Yes, we're going to move the clan chest to run from Friday to Monday after the next update. The primary reason we had it running from Monday to Wednesday was that we thought the weekends would work more because the new card releases and special event challenges took place on weekends. We wanted some form of eventfulness happening midweek too. In hindsight, this is clearly not the best time to play for a lot of people, so we'll make it better. My quick take on that is, Awesome for 95% of the clans out there. Womp womp, kind of a negative for the clans out there who are trophy pushing. I know that's a small minority, but hey, selfishly, it does affect me and my clan, and that's probably the worst time towards the end of the season or towards the middle of the season to push the clan chest. However, I think, as a utilitarian, I think it is important to do the most good for the most amount of people, so I like that move. Question number 4. Are you planning to rework the tournaments? Answer: yes. We have 2 main objectives for the rework. Firstly, to make challenges. When they say tournaments, they think of anything under the tournament tab, meaning challenges as well. They want to make those interesting and enjoyable for a wider range of player skill levels. Currently, they're primarily being played by very good players and aren't very easy to get into for less skilled players. This is a problem because challenges are also the vehicle we're using to deliver our fun game modes. By the way, we'd like to keep them as competitive as they currently are for the players who are up for that kind of challenge, but also offer a less competitive / different option for players who want to enjoy it as well. Secondly, we'd like to make custom tournaments much better. Part of this could be properly supported esportsy stuff within the game. We understand that if Clash Royale's esports scene is to flourish and develop, we need to take it more seriously from within the game. We don't have concrete plans for either of these improvements just yet, but definitely don't have the development time to squeeze them in for the next update, but we certainly on our radar. Okay, so to kind of read between the lines here, what this says to me is, okay, the question, are you planning to rework tournaments? The answer was a 2-part answer. Part number 1 was playing to the casual gamer. Part number 2 was playing to the more competitive gamer. So what are they trying to say here? They're trying to say that they want the game to appeal to a wide variety of players. In part 1, they talked about challenges, and think about it. I mean, if some people, especially the people that you see coming on my channel often, are getting 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 wins on average in these challenges, well, there has to be somebody on the other end getting 0, 1, or 2, or 3 wins per challenge, right? So I think they want to find some way to keep the more competitive player involved in the game and give them something to do that's enjoyable and not frustrating, that also just keeps the game alive and thriving. You can't just have all the good players beating up on people 24/7 in your game modes of the game. You need to have something in there that appeals to a wider variety of players, keeps them engaged and interested in the game and not frustrated and just more apt to close down the game and never come back again, okay? You don't want that. So we need to keep the game appealing to a broad source of players, of people, of casual players as well as competitive players. The second part is they do mention several times esports, and this is encouraging for more competitive players. The type of game that I'm really interested in the game, or the type of arena, no pun intended, that I'm more interested in is the competitive angle of the game. But for the competitive angle of the game to shine, you have to have that casual base. That's part of what the magic that makes Supercell really a force to be reckoned with inside the mobile gaming community, because they have that huge casual audience to support that more competitive audience as well, okay? So I think that if you look back in the last year, I think they've done a good job at the balancing act, honestly. I mean, the competitive people probably want more, and the casual people probably want more too, more casual game options. The competitive people probably definitely, I've heard from them, they want more esports type stuff, and I think it's coming. I think it will be. They had a lot of live tournaments in 2016 and a lot of cool play-in tournaments and qualifiers, so they have some systems in mind. I think they need to make the in-game infrastructure, which they admit in that question, available for us to host these competitive events and make the game more esportsy, more competitive at the top. So I'm happy they're working on that. I hope it comes sooner rather than later, but hey, they do have to satisfy both the competitive and the casual gamer. Okay, moving on to the last question, guys. Do you plan on developing clans further? Answer: we don't have any immediate plans for clan development. We know it's really important to make clans more sticky. Clan Wars did this very well for Clash of Clans, so we keep asking ourselves, what could Clash Royale's Clan War feature be? For the time being, we're thinking mostly quite smaller quality of life updates, such as being able to share more interesting stuff with your clan, talking about decks and stuff like that. This isn't coming in the next update, but it's on our minds. However, we do have one super cool feature coming in the next update, specifically for clans. Something along the lines of a clan chest, quite similar in fact, but with a really awesome twist. So they leave us with that cliffhanger there. It looks like a new clan feature with a twist. Think of it as a challenge with a twist, being a special event challenge. Maybe a clan chest with a twist. I don't even know what that could mean, honestly. But hey, I'll share it with you guys when I know. But guys, that's going to do it wrapping up these questions. I just wanted to end with a little teaser that I will be starting CWA Champions Cup Season 2 coming at you guys real soon. I'll be streaming it live every week, and there's going to be over $2,000 of cash prizes available to players individually. It's not a team event, it's an individual player tournament. So really psyched for this. It's going to be a little bit shorter, so there's going to be more money, way more prizes overall, and it's going to be high stakes, meaning that there's not going to be tons and tons of events to get in. It's just going to be play a few tournaments, do well, get into the final bracket, win a lot of money. So more details on that coming really soon, hopefully in the next few days. Guys, thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode, and as always, take care, guys.